my character on the show obviously liked Tony better.
Yeah.
Because I found out that Max was betraying me, basically, for money.
Yeah.
So that, to me, I was an innocent girl.
Yes.
And so I didn't like being betrayed, and he was blackmailing me. But he really, on the show, he really did love me.
Yeah.
He just didn't know how to show it. And he was that bad guy that was always surrounded by darkness, and he didn't know how to get out of it, which was really Max's whole struggle in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get out of his darkness, and thinking that if he got rid of Tony, he could do that.
He could do that, yeah.
And Tony had no idea what was going on, because Tony was just trying to keep the business moving forward. And so when Tony got amnesia, this is great, I'm telling you, this little show. So when Tony got amnesia, he never met me.
Yeah, he does.
So this was all a lie, but we fell in love anyway.
Yeah.
In the lie.
Yeah.
And that's how we tried to work it out.
Yeah.
But offset, we were all friends.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony was dating Lisa, and I had a boyfriend back home, and Ash had a boyfriend back home, or I mean a girlfriend back home. Yeah. And so we were all just friends, and we all spent time together off set as well as on set. But I think Max's personality offset was more fun.
Yeah.
Tony was more refined.
Okay. But a lot of people liked in Ethiopia the Max character.
Of course, everybody likes the bad guy.
Yeah, when he acts like Max, do other actors and actors, in the scene really think he's really good? Did they appreciate him because
Absolutely.
As an audience, people really like whenever Max comes. You see, audience, we used to watch in one TV because in the university we don't have TV in every single room.
Yeah.
So everybody like, wow, Max just came. Max did that. When he comes on the scene, everybody will be like.
Because
happy.
he lived that character.
Okay.
The whole time he was down there.
Yeah. He has this blood sometimes stream. When he gets mad.
He lived that character.
Yeah.
I think because, especially for Max and myself, I think why a lot of people gravitated towards Max and myself is because we were down there by ourselves. Tony was dating, like they got together and they were dating, so outside he had this other life happening. So he was getting to know somebody, and so I think he was a little bit more disconnected.
Yeah.
But Max and I mean, this was everything to us, because when we were working on the show, we were learning how to be better actors.
Yeah.
We were learning how to memorize 40 pages of dialogue. We were learning I was learning how to cry on cue. I was learning how to listen to another, character and take in what they were saying. I was learning how to be an actor on that show, It was the first time that I had to do it on a day-to-day basis for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, and Jason, and his name is Ash now, but it was Jason, and he did the same thing. So I think that's why we really brought a lot to the
show. Because
we had the most fun, I think, with it.
Yeah. Good. So I think I want to ask the next question is, so what do you think you can get when you go to Ethiopia? What do you expect? What kind of things do you expect in Ethiopia? Is there anything you want to do personally?
Hug each and every one of you guys.
That would be.
I just want to show my support. I think everybody has shown me just a whirlwind of support for this show that I never even realized was going to come out of this type of show. And just to learn a new culture, to understand a new culture. I think the Ethiopian culture fascinates me, and I'm a very spiritual person. I've always believed that things come to you in life that are meant to be, and I believe that I have this connection with Ethiopia. I believe I have a connection with Ethiopia for a purpose. I don't know what that purpose is yet.
I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. Ethiopia has so much things
I
to
don't
offer.
think so either.
You really need to give it a chance and go there and meet the
Oh,
fans,
100%.
even the culture, the country gives a lot of things to offer,
Yeah.
and you might even help in some way.
Well,
to-
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I believe in the greater good of things, and I think when things come into your life,
Yeah.
if you're a yes person, then you're going to be blessed with whatever is coming in. And this has been hitting me constantly for years, the support from Ethiopia. And I need to explore that because I don't know on a bigger scale what I'm meant to do over there.
Okay.
What's meant to happen.
Exactly.
If I change one person's life over there, that for me, it's all worth it.
Yeah, I think
Filming the show, going over there is worth it to change one person's life.
Yeah, I think we like as a Solar Media, we can even arrange something for you so that you can go
Yeah.
to Ethiopia.
And I've been teaching now for the last 5.5 years.
Oh,
I've been an
what do you
acting
teach?
coach.
Oh, acting.
So I started, my best friend and I partnered up and I started a studio called The Actor's Mark.
Okay.
And we do coaching, private coaching, on-set coaching for adults, for kids. I
Okay.
was doing some make-a-movie camps for kids.
Nice.
But it's been super rewarding to coach people because I've gained knowledge for the last 30 years in my industry.
Yeah.
And I always thought to myself, why? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What is the bigger picture,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I always feel like, isn't there always a bigger picture for something?
There is for everything.
Right?
Yeah.
You've got your streaming service, why? There's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
There's something that's about to come out of
exactly.
everything that you do. There's always something bigger that's going to happen, but we get caught up in every day and we don't take a moment and just stop and say, thank you for whatever's coming from this. So when I got to this place, and another girlfriend of mine who's a pretty big African-American actress, Tasha Smith,
Mm-hmm.
she opened up a studio and asked me to teach. And I had never taught before. This is about 5.5 years ago.
Okay.
And she said, please teach. You're a teacher and you just don't know it yet. And I said, no, that's not for me. I don't want to teach right now.
Yeah.
So she talked me into it. I ended up teaching for her studio for 2 years, and it changed my life.
Nice.
It changed my life because it brought everything together. And I realized that, I'm trying not to get, I don't know why I'm such an emotional person now. I've always been, but it showed me that everything that I've been learning was for a purpose. And that purpose was to share it and give it to the newer generation of actors and to help them through all of the pitfalls and get past all of that, the hardship that I went through in my career, because it is not easy to be an actor in Hollywood. And it's a difficult process, but at the same time, it's the most rewarding. So there's a double-edged sword, It's a struggle, but if you learn how to get past the struggle, you become a stronger person inside for your career, for yourself. And so that's what I teach my actors now. And I do a lot of 6-week series. I do a lot of weekend workshops all over the country.
Okay.
We're now going internationally. And so I thought, you know what, maybe this is an opportunity for me to get over to Ethiopia and teach.
That would be great. I think a lot of people will be happy to see that you are giving them, tips and
and to open up another world of acting from a different perspective, because every country has their own form of acting.
Yeah.
In China, they have their own way that they act. In
Yeah.
Italy, it's very bold and broad. And in
Yeah.
America, it's very subtle and understated. So maybe in Ethiopia, it's good to do some type of workshop and teach the Ethiopian actors a little bit about my background in acting.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. One more question for you. I would say, based on my experience, as most of women like bags, most of the guys like you.
Yeah.
So when they were at that age, some guys really
Oh, I know. I've gotten
fell in love with you on that
so
one.
much fan mail
for
that I was their childhood crush.
Exactly, for some of them. So are you still single or?
Oh boy! Oh, technically no.
Okay.
I am not.
Yeah. Okay. You just correct
That's
so many guys.
a tough question to
Yeah,
ask right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
but you know, I'm always open to meeting people.
Okay. Okay.
I never meet somebody with an anticipation of it being something,
Yeah.
but I believe that, I mean, if any of you guys are out there and you want to come and say hello, please do.
Exactly.
If you see me, come up to me, don't be afraid, just walk up and I'll give you a hug, and I'm totally open in that way.
Yeah, I can
You know?
witness, I can say that about it because in the Ethiopian festival you've been meeting like hundreds of
Yeah.
people, just like a normal person.
Exactly.
You don't take yourself as a
Yeah, well,
or anything.
I am a normal person.
I know, but sometimes it's very difficult to approach some other people because of their they are so famous or something like that.
But I'm
you've
really a
been,
big believer in
down
you
to
get
earth,
what you put
decent
out.
person. Yeah. So I think is there anything we should add?
I think we're good, right?
Okay.
I just want to say thank you for allowing us to share this experience with all of our fans out there, and I just want to say thank you to all the fans, because you guys have kept Acapulco Bay alive, and you've kept our characters alive, and it's helped me along the way.
Yeah.
Of believing in myself and believing in my craft and the talent that I have, and it also puts me in a place spiritually where I go, okay, I think I'm on the right path. If I'm affecting people in a positive way from the characters that I play, then I think I'm on the right path.
Yeah. I think you are in a lot of majority of Ethiopians who watch that show. They really, you are in their heart, in their mind.
And that's what that's my favorite part is they tell me that I'm in their heart. And that's all I want. I just want to be in everybody's heart.
All right. So let's hope that you're gonna go to Ethiopia and you meet all the people.
Yes.
Most
Someday.
of the fans.
I'll be there to meet you all.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. To make that decision to come to Hollywood and start the acting career,
Right.
How did you do that? Leap of belief that you're gonna make it here. Did anybody waiting for you here?
No.
Did they, things were
No,
accommodating here?
It was actually, it was a decision that I think was just in my soul. I never really thought about it like that, the way you're putting it, but I'm super close with my family. Like, my family is everything to me, but I feel like at that moment, I just had a drive. I knew what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to start my life and start my career, and I never really thought about that. I just kept focusing forward.
Okay, that's good. So what was the first thing that you did, and how did it
I moved out here in October of 1989.
Okay.
And the first job I got was Twin Peaks. Do you know the TV show
Yeah,
Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks, yeah.
And I booked
Very popular crime
I booked a pilot.
Drama.
Like a thriller series.
Very popular, yeah.
And I was one of the 52 pickup girls.
Okay.
I only had one line, but I did 6 episodes.
Okay.
And that got me my SAG card, which is, there's a union for actors. It's called the Screen Actors Guild.
Okay, yeah.
And so in order to work, you have to become union.
Yeah.
But you have to, somebody has to want to Taft-Hartley you in order for you to become part of the union.
I got you.
So they have to like you on a union show and put you on the show.
Okay.
So that started my career, and then I got a manager and an agent, and I don't know, I just
the rest is history.
Yeah, started moving forward.
Okay, so let's come to the Acapulco Bay, which is what everybody want to hear. Yeah, can you tell us how was the casting? How did you get that spot to be Rachel? Then how was tell us about the TV series.
The audition, I had just come back from a photo shoot in Tahiti. It was in February of 95, and I remember my agent telling me that I had an audition for, it was a new type of thing that they were doing with telenovelas. So they were filming telenovelas in Spanish and English,
Can you explain what telenovela is?
Okay, so a telenovela is a Spanish soap opera that has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
And usually they run for about 6 months.
Okay.
But they don't have that. They didn't have that in America.
Mm-hmm.
Our soap operas in America were ongoing. You know, I mean, we've had soaps in America for 60 years.
Yeah.
So they wanted to try something new and see how it was going to be received in the American market.
Yeah.
So I went on the audition. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Then about a month later, I got a call back.
Where was the audition?
The audition was in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
yeah. And I remember I was sitting in a restaurant with my boyfriend at the time when I got the call that I got the job.
Okay.
And I was like, what? No, I freaked out. I was like, what? No. Yeah. And I was leaving pretty soon after that. So I had to leave within a month, and I was gone for 6 months. So I had to wrap my whole life up and leave in 1 month to go down to Mexico.
Oh, the shooting was in Mexico.
So we shot in,
okay.
Televisa is the production company that brought us down there. And it's a huge network down there. So we shot in Mexico City for 2 weeks at the studios and on stage, and then we went to Acapulco and we shot in this home that was right next to Luis Miguel, who's a very famous Spanish singer.
Okay.
It was this beautiful property.
The property is really.
Oh, the property is amazing.
Yeah.
So, and the Spanish cast was filming the same time we were, so we would just flop locations.
Huh. So there is another.
There was a whole other cast.
Another cast for the Spanish speaking
yes.
Countries, and also this one is for American audience.
Right.
Same show.
The Spanish one was not for American audience.
I know. Yeah.
And then ours was for, I guess, international audience.
Why they didn't do the language thing? They didn't try to do the what do you call dubbing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So they made two drama, literally. Two TV series.
2 TV series in 2 different languages, and we just went back and forth. And we went down, when I first got down there, they brought us to the hotel. We had wardrobe. I got to go on a shopping spree and pick out my wardrobe. So that was my style. The style on the show was basically my style because I got to choose whatever I wanted. Which was so fun. That was amazing. And then they just put us through, hair and makeup every day and trying to decide what kind of look that they wanted for us as far as our hair and makeup. It was really awesome. I met the most amazing people. I'm friends with Camille.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Marnie, that played my daughter, or that played my sister Lisa. I'm friends with Ash, who played Max. Marie, I keep in touch with. JJ, I keep in touch with. Tommy, the director, I still keep in touch with. So we all made lifelong friends out of that whole series.
Okay. So there is Max and Tony and you. Those are the 3 characters that almost literally most Ethiopians are familiar with.
Right.
So, for example, I used to watch that when I was in college at University. When we were going there, so literally.
Were you a Max guy or were you a Tony guy?
I would say both.
Really?
Yeah, I have a friend which we called Max, which act like him and make us really enjoy in our dormitory. Sometimes he act and talk like Max, so it was really fun. There is also the guys who really like Tony, the way he.
Max was the bad boy. And that's probably why all the girls loved him.
Yeah, definitely.
He was the bad boy, but he blackmailed me. He betrayed me. So of course I wasn't gonna like him. I was supposed to be this sweet, innocent girl from San Francisco. That's where my character came from. Yeah. And he basically lied to me and told me that he was Tony, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was Max.
Yeah.
He tried to kill his brother. But Offset, I like them both, but they're different people, and I liked them both for different reasons. Max was very fun. He was outgoing. He was like very similar to that character in real life.
Yeah.
His personality was very bad boyish.
Yeah.
Smoked a lot of cigarettes, even Offset. But he wasn't a drinker. I think he's a recovering alcoholic for like 35 years, 40 years.
Yeah.
So we would go out and we would have fun. But then Tony was very intelligent and very refined, and he was a concert pianist, and he came from this upper crust world. So I learned a lot from Tony, and I had a lot of fun with Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Tony now is a professor.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, where is he now?
I think he lives in China.
In China.
I'm not, don't quote me on that.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out.
I honestly haven't spoken to Tony since we wrapped the show.
Okay.
I briefly after, for maybe a few months.
Okay.
Off set, Tony and Lisa were dating.
During the
shooting.
Okay.
So it was
extremely.
It was very interesting because Lisa played my sister.
Yeah.
And she was really dating Tony.
At that time.
And I was playing his wife.
Yeah, acting like romantic in a way.
Yeah,
even
so
kissing, there was a kissing moment.
Every moment we were kissing or making love or
whatever,
going on some romantic vacation, but we all managed it.
Yeah. Nice.
And they had a great relationship, so it was really nice.
So how long was the shooting? How long was the whole series took to shoot?
The series took about 6 months.
6 months.
We shot from June through December.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I really was there the whole time.
Okay.
A lot of the other cast, because they weren't in every episode, got to come and go and go explore other parts of Mexico. But Jason and Tony and I weren't so lucky. We were there every day, all day. I mean, there was sometimes I had to memorize 40 pages in one day.
Wow.
Of dialogue.
Wow. I know you and Max, Tony maybe later.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not there, right?
Yeah.
But Max and you are, I think, the main characters.
We had a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
And the thing about doing a series like that is when you start to understand your character, it's easier to memorize the dialogue because
you become her.
I become her, and I did, and I didn't go to college, so for me, this whole series and being a part of this ensemble was like my college. It was like I learned about myself. I learned how to live with other people. I learned how to work with other people. We all lived in this tiny hotel in Mexico City. It was a Radisson Plaza in Mexico City, and it was small.
Okay.
And we were there for 6
months. So it's like dormitory, literally like a college life.
Yeah, we were in having breakfast every single day together. Then we would go to the gym when we weren't shooting, and we'd go to lunch, and we'd always go in Acapulco. We would always go out for the evening
to the beach,
to the clubs, to restaurants. So it wasn't like. Offset, we were still all together. We weren't like separated when we were not shooting. We were still together when we weren't shooting.
Yeah.
So,
how old were you at that time?
25.
Okay. Now some people will know how old you are.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I'm proud of my age. I don't mind.
Nice. So how was the when was it aired here in US, and how was the response?
So it was supposed to air in 96 and 97 in, I guess, a few cities in the country. They were going to test it out in San Diego and Miami, and I believe that what they really wanted was to more pull it out into an international market.
Okay.
And so I think really that was their main goal right from the beginning.
Okay.
I don't think that they anticipated, America's very finicky with their TV shows. And we were trying something different. And America doesn't all the time receive different type of television series the way that we filmed it, and the music was not up to what they thought, and the editing wasn't really what they wanted. So it was popular in San Diego, it was really popular in Miami. But then they sold it to 22 different countries around the world. So
was Ethiopia one of those or not?
Ethiopia was one of the countries. Hungary, Tanzania, I think all over Africa and South Africa.
Yeah.
Italy, Dubai.
Wow.
So, and it
United
was,
Arab Emirates, yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, I personally thought this show was recorded in Latin America and Mexico. I never thought it was a US thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No.
So, but at the end of the day, the target also is the same thing, Latin America. That's what maybe they try to do.
Yeah.
People who live in US came from that kind of part of the world.
Yeah.
So after it was aired, when did you start to find out that it's popular outside US?
Boy. Well, when the show was done, I moved on to other things,
yeah,
you know, and I never really gave it a thought. I just continued working, and usually, I mean, when you're in acting and all my classes that I've gone through in my coaching, they've always taught me just move on to the next thing and don't worry about it. So I never really looked back, and when Facebook started getting big and Instagram started getting big, I found people were just reaching out to me left and right, and I didn't do anything with it because I never knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then my best friend, who's like love of my life, she's amazing. But she was, we were talking about it, and she said, "Why don't you reach out to all these fans?"
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know, I didn't know what to do or how to do it. And so we just went on Facebook and we just started reaching out to hundreds, thousands of fans.
I know.
And a lot of them were from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And so I just thought, wow, this is amazing, to have that support all these years from all these people
Which you
that
didn't
I
know.
don't even know.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful, and I want to give back. I want to be able to go over there and
Meet all the
shake
friends.
their hands and
Yeah,
give them hugs
yeah.
and tell them how much they all mean to me, even though I've never met them. I didn't know how big I was over there.
Yeah.
And so that's how the whole thing started. We just started reaching out, and then somebody from Facebook told us about the Ethiopian festival here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so then
That's how we met.
and that's how I met you.
Yeah.
And so we just thought, we'll just start opening the door and see what happens. But my main goal, I think, is to get over to Ethiopia and either do a speaking engagement or some type of appearance.
I think definitely that's going to happen. The national TV, the Ethiopian television, is the one that showed the Acapulco Bay. I think they would be interested to invite you and give an interview. And there are more than 15 television channels in Ethiopia.
That's great.
I think they would be happy to interview you.
It's an honor.
And a lot of people would be interested to see you personally. So I'm sure the next thing is going to be going to Ethiopia for you.
That would be fantastic. That would be a dream come true, I'm telling you. Once I realized that there was a lot of fans over there, I just thought, why not go over there to them?
Yeah. On behalf
we're trying to see if we can get a re-air of the show for you guys.
Yeah. On behalf, that's also a good thing. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people are asking. They want to see
because they want to know, and I think that people want to be reminded of
their time. I was 18.
Their time of my
I
time.
was 18, 19 at that time, so I just remembered that.
Yeah, and it doesn't change. It's just new people. Every show is about relationships and about understanding how to live with somebody, and we had a great time filming that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were one big family, and we really. We were in paradise half of the time in Acapulco. So we were water skiing and jet skiing and laying out by the beach when we weren't filming. But the crew was amazing, and our director was absolutely amazing. And the cast, it's funny because I've worked on a lot of TV shows, and I worked on another soap opera, an American soap opera, Port Charles, for a year and a half, where I played a nurse that got HIV.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was a great role for me. I went up to San Francisco and did some research with the head of AIDS research,
Okay.
and like learned about the whole illness and the virus, and it just was a life-changing thing for me too. But the one thing I didn't have on that show was the camaraderie with the cast.
Okay.
Nobody was connected.
Connected, yeah.
And when you have something like Acapulco Bay, it's special because we all came, we were all coming from different parts of the world,
Yeah.
and our careers were all at different levels,
Mhm.
and we all came together, and there was no arrogance, there was no ego. Everybody leaned on each other,
Okay.
and that's when a show works.
Okay.
That's why
That's
you
how-
guys, that's why
that's
the
what-
Ethiopian community has gravitated towards the show,
Yeah.
because
It reflects,
because we were a family, we were connected. So when we were working, we were in the moment.
Yeah.
We didn't, there was nobody was a diva, nobody was demanding something that they couldn't have.
Mhm.
We just all let ourselves be in the moment to learn and to be part of something that was great for us because it was life-changing for me.
Okay.
Well, Max and I, Ash, got together for a reunion about 6 years ago.
Okay.
So we decided to reach out to each other, and we met for lunch in Calabasas, and we had a great time. We talked about old times. We showed each other some old pictures. I have a lot of photos too, by
Yeah.
the way, that I can share with you.
That would be
Some
great.
behind the scenes photos that we all have,
Yeah.
that people can see. But we really had a good time on that set.
That would be
We
great.
grew. We all really grew as people on that set because I didn't go to college. And a lot of the kids didn't go to college.
Yeah.
So that to us was our college. It was our time to come together as a family,
Mhm.
as a group of friends, and we all came from different parts of the world,
Yeah.
and we all came from different levels in our business. And Michael, the man who played my father, was one of the series regulars on Mod Squad, and that was a famous show back
Okay.
in, I think, the 70s.
Mhm.
And he played my dad, so he was a seasoned actor for many, many years. And it was just fun because we all worked well together.
Mhm,
Our
mhm.
ensemble cast worked
Mhm.
really well together because that's what makes a show work.
Okay.
That's why you guys love us so much.
Yeah.
Because we were just trying to find our way, and this is how we were learning about our acting career, was working on the show.
Mhm.
Never did I have to memorize 40 pages in one day before that.
Yeah.
Never did I have to cry every single day. Do you remember the hospital scene?
Yeah.
When Max came in the hospital and I was gasping, I wanted him out of the hospital.
Yeah.
That was a rough day for me because from the moment I got on set to the moment I left, I was crying and I had to be hysterical through all of it.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot as an actor to authentically get yourself to that place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Were
I
you
am-
pregnant at some point?
And I was pregnant. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a method actor, so that was all real. None of that was fake. Like they were not putting drops in my eyes to make me cry.
Wow.
Those were my tears. Every single last tear was mine. And I had to learn how to get to that place, and I had to learn how to get to that place fast, because when you shoot, you're just like, you're shooting like this, and so that was a hard day for me to be in the hospital like that. And I'll remember the day where I was pregnant, and I remember when I fell and I had to get rushed to the hospital, and I had the baby early. That was another hard day. There was a lot of interesting moments on set.
And give an interview.
In a second.
Okay, a lot of people.
I know all you people out there love Max. Yes, yeah, I've spoken to Max, and he lives here in Los Angeles. I can reach out to him.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
To do a reunion.
Yeah.
He still looks the same. He looks exactly the same.
Yeah, a lot of people would like to see him.
Yeah.
Women and
Tony, not so much.
guys.
I don't know where Tony is. I haven't
Okay.
spoken to Tony, and since we wrapped the show, I haven't
Okay.
spoken to him, so I don't know. But I know, that Ash would be very delighted to go over to Ethiopia and meet everybody, and I'm sure he would love to get hugged by all of you women. And yeah, we can, we can do this again. Maybe invite him on set for an interview as well. And,
Yeah. So if people want to have, they have questions to ask you,
I would love you to ask me questions. I'm open to anything you have to ask. The only thing I cannot answer is, where is Tony? I do not know where Tony is right now, but please do send me questions, or send questions to Garoom, and we could do another interview, and we could answer all the questions for the fans, or better yet, let's get over there. And I can answer your questions in person.
Yeah, next big project is going to Ethiopia. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is amazing opportunity, and thank you guys so much for all of your love and support all of these years. I really appreciate this opportunity, and if anybody has any questions, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have questions about Tony and Max and myself. Feel free to send them over to Sodore, Sodore on Facebook, or you can Instagram me. I'm at Raquel Gardener 1, or you can Facebook me at Raquel Gardener.
How do you spell it?
Raquel, and my last name is Gardener, Gardner. And if you want to email me, you can email me at info@raquelgardner.com, or you can also obviously comment on the comment box on Sodore on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll do our best to answer all those questions. The only question I cannot answer is, where is Tony now? I do not know. But I'd love to come over there and see you guys. Lots of love and blessings, and thank you. I really appreciate this.
Thank you for giving us this interview.
Okay, and I love you guys. Till next time.